Hi, I'm Resis and welcome to one of my vlogs wherein I talk about anything under the sun, anything that happened, anything that interests me, or whatever. Up this week, let's talk about penmanship, handwriting. So, let's get started. Okay, so why talk about handwriting, about penmanship? Okay, here's the thing. I work as an encoder, a data encoder for a government agency. And last May 1 and 2, we had a job fair. And my duty back then was to take all the forms filled up by job hunters and encode them. And encode their names, their details for an organized system. So yeah, that's basically my job. Now, while encoding, I encountered a lot of problems, a lot of trouble understanding their penmanships. I mean, it was a painstaking task for me. I really had a lot of trouble understanding if that was an S or a 5 for the phone details, if that was a 4 or a 7, a 3 or an 8. I just didn't know. There was also a time when I didn't know if that was an O or an E or a C. It just wasn't legible enough. So it was very frustrating, and to think that these handwritings belong to job seekers. And I was thinking, how on earth are they going to be contacted by prospective employers if we didn't understand what their handwriting meant? I mean, what if we mistake a 3 for an 8? So we got the wrong number, right? How about in your names? If that's an O and then we mistook it for a C, I mean, how could we find your files? We couldn't understand your name. So yeah, I'm not bragging that I have great handwriting, but I mean, I'm confident enough that my handwriting is legible enough to be understood by other people. See, look at that. I mean, look. The one on top is my handwriting with a fine marker. Yeah, and the one below is the one I used with a broad marker. So that's understandable, right? Hello, YouTube. So, and here, I mean, this is the way I write. It's not clear enough, but yeah, there. That's what it looks like when I use ballpoint pens. I mean, these are poems that I've written before. So yeah, right? So there. I don't mean to brag, but I'm just trying to reiterate the importance of having legible handwriting. Okay, let's not use the word beautiful handwriting because not everyone is capable of achieving that. But at least your handwriting has to be legible. It shouldn't be like some lazy scribble. I mean, if you have the time, you have to practice your handwriting. Practice your strokes. Start with the alphabet. Go back to grade 1 and try printing your letters. When it comes to filling up forms, I really don't recommend that you use cursive, connected cursive handwriting, because sometimes it just wouldn't be legible enough. At least when you print, yeah, that's more understandable, but make sure that your printed words, your letters are still legible, because there are some who still print when they write and yet it's not legible enough. So yeah, please practice your handwriting. It's really important. It's one of the little things that people take for granted. especially like that, when there's a job fair and you have to fill up forms, you need to have legible, understandable handwriting. Without it, I just don't know if companies would be able to contact you. So yeah, if you have the time, please, for the sake of us encoders who try to understand your names, your letters, your numbers, your addresses, please make sure that your handwriting is legible enough. Keep practicing, it'll eventually come. Not everyone can have beautiful handwriting, but everyone can have legible handwriting, okay? Please, just practice. Practice your strokes, practice your letters, and then have other people read them to see if it's understandable enough. And if yes, then there, you can be confident that employers will call you back when you fill up forms. And not all just employers, you can be confident that people will immediately understand what you're trying to write, what you're trying to communicate through writing. So I know this times most things are done through keyboards, through word processors, but there's still areas of life wherein you need to use ballpoint pens and papers and write things out. So it's still important to have legible, keyword legible handwriting. Okay, so that's it for this vlog. It really was frustrating for me. I mean, I felt sorry for those whom I couldn't understand their handwritings, just because I really can't understand what numbers were they trying to write. So hopefully they would receive callbacks. But anyway, please practice your handwriting. That's it for this vlog. I just want to shout out on May 11th, that's a Saturday, this coming Saturday, Cordillera bloggers will have the Second Baguio Blog Conference. So if you happen to be in Baguio on May 11, 2013, it's one blogging event that you would definitely want to attend. I'll leave a link in the description box on how you could register. You can see it mostly on Facebook. There's an image circulating around Facebook on how on the details of the blog conference. But for sure, it's happening on one of the hottest hospitality services here in Baguio, and that's in Azalea Residences. You're going to love it there. So yeah, for the Second Baguio Blog Conference, it's happening in Azalea Residences. It'll be from 1 to 5, I think. But yeah, mostly in the afternoon. So if you happen to be in Baguio on May 11, 2013, do attend the Second Baguio Blog Conference organized by Cordillera bloggers, of which I'm a part of. So yeah, hope to see you on the blog conference. Yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next vlog. Cheers!